Welcome back to Wake Up Northwest. In this week's Madeline Motivates, a lot of people in our community have been able to start new businesses in the past year, opening for the first time even during a pandemic. Well, have you ever dreamed of starting your own business, but maybe you don't know where to start? A local motivator says you begin by setting goals. Faith Hovde, life, career, and style strategist from the Tri-Cities, is on the phone with us right now with some advice to help you turn your business idea into a reality. Good morning, Faith.
Good morning.
Well, Faith, I am just surprised and a bit shocked that so many new businesses have been able to open during the pandemic. And I understand that you recently opened a boutique of your own. So my question for you, Faith, is how did you make that happen with all that we're going through?
Well, no matter what, the entrepreneur spirit is very strong, and you really can't stop it no matter what's happening. My first business that I opened was in the middle of the recession. So, pandemic, recession, none of them scare me. And a lot of entrepreneurs just found that they couldn't not do what they were designed to do. And then also through things like this, there's lots of opportunities that can open up, and entrepreneurs have a way of seeing those opportunities and grabbing a hold of them. So I think that's why you see a lot of businesses opening, people changing careers. There's just a lot of change in the air in general.
Yeah, so true. And even, especially in the beginning, we had more time maybe to develop those ideas for a new business. And speaking of which, I know there have to be people that are hearing this right now that maybe they have an idea or a vision for a company of their own, but maybe they're feeling lost when it comes to getting started. Faith, what advice would you share with someone who wants to start their own business but doesn't know where to go?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that no matter what's going on in the world, if you're starting a business, you have to have a plan, you have to strategize, and you have to write down your goals. Until you do that, they're just dreams. And then another tip is break those goals into bite-sized pieces so that they're actually attainable and you don't get caught up in looking at the big picture and get overwhelmed, because that's where things stop moving, is when you get overwhelmed. Another one is embrace the change. There's so much going on, no matter whether there's a pandemic, life and business moves fast. So have a plan, but also make it flexible so that you can move and change with the times and what's happening in your life and just in the world in general.
Yeah. And finally, you say it's also important to get support, Faith. I mean, what are some ways you might develop that support system?
Yeah, so I really recommend, especially when you're starting your own business, you don't have the board of directors like a lot of big companies do. But you can kind of design your own board of directors where you have those people, your team, that are the ones that know you and know your business well, so that you can go back to them and they can speak to you honestly and objectively about your business. And that'll really help you along.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Faith, regardless what type of business you have, what is the most important thing for entrepreneurs to remember?
The number one thing that entrepreneurs need to remember is keep moving forward. No matter what, even if you go backwards a little bit, it's okay if you fail. Just keep moving forward no matter what.
Keep moving forward. Beautiful words. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Faith.
Thank you, Madeline.
Yeah, and definitely, even if it's not the right time in your industry to maybe start up your business, at least you can use this time to develop your idea and start setting some goals. It is now 6:19, and hey, you're watching Wake Up Northwest. When we come back, we will have more news and weather for you in just a couple minutes.